Okay, we'll go ahead and call tonight's meeting to order. It's Wednesday, July 9th, our regularly scheduled meeting. It is 5:30 PM, Mobridge City Hall. Heather, would you call the roll, please?
Getz. Here. Cerny. Here. Reichert.
Here.
Jensen.
Yes.
Chemnitz.
Here.
Carlson.
Here.
Okay, next pledge of allegiance. I'll ask Kyle to lead. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Up next, adopt the agenda. Is there any additions or corrections to the agenda, or additions or subtractions? I guess if not, I'll look for a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
So moved. Second.
Call the roll, please.
Cerny.
Yes.
Reichert.
Yes.
Jensen.
Yes.
Chemnitz.
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
Getz.
Yes.
Okay, next we approve the minutes of the June 11th regular meeting. Minutes are in your packets, so if there's no additions or corrections to those minutes, I would look for a motion to approve those.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Reichert.
Yes.
Jensen.
Yes.
Chemnitz.
Yes.
Carlson.
Abstain.
Getz.
Yes.
Cerny.
Yes.
Okay, unfinished business, we have none. Take us into new business, which is Water and Wastewater Department. So we have Jared and Michael with us on Zoom. So,
Yes. Good evening, Mayor, Commissioners. Can you hear me okay?
yes,
Yeah, perfect. Just me tonight. Jared's off at a different council meeting, so you just get me tonight. But we have 6 action items tonight. First on your agenda is approval of advertisement for equipment procurement documents. This is for the wastewater treatment plant rehabilitation project. We are busy, full-blown design right now on that, and we are wrapping up here shortly, hopefully towards the end of this month. If you guys remember the water treatment plant rehabilitation project and how that bidding went, we actually bid it twice, and one time we did not procure equipment and got worse bids because some contractors were sole sourcing some equipment and not using the lowest equipment out there, bid equipment out there. They're just going with what they are comfortable with and who they're friends with essentially. So we're looking to, and then we bid it again and got better bids after we procured the equipment. So the equipment procurement process goes as the city will bid the equipment procurement, we will procure the equipment and then turn it over to the lowest bid contractor after we bid the project. So just tonight, I'm looking for approval to advertise for equipment procurement for the wastewater treatment plant rehab project. We are not ready to do that quite yet, but we're thinking sometime middle to end of this month, contingent on DNIR approval.
okay. Any questions on the council? Okay, if not, I'll look for a motion to approve advertisement for equipment procurement.
So moved. Second.
Call the roll, please.
Jensen.
Yes.
Chemnitz.
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
Getz.
Yes.
Cerny.
Yes.
Reichert.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. Second one on here is a payout for Preload LLC. They have been working on the water tank project. They poured the floor and the walls. The walls aren't up yet, but they're sitting on the ground and waiting to get put up here. Towards the end of this month here, they'll be back and putting it up. So you should be seeing some progress on the tower in terms of building the tower or standing up the tower later this month. So they do have a payout for $431,292.60.
Okay, is there any questions or comments from the council on that? Okay, hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve pay request number 5 to preload for $431,292.60.
So moved. Second.
Call the roll, please.
Chemnitz.
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
Getz.
Yes.
Cerny.
Yes.
Reichert.
Yes.
Jensen.
Yes.
Perfect. Our third one here is another payout for the same project, but a different contractor, Crow River LLC. They have been doing the water main portion of this project up the highway there, west of the cemetery, up towards the golf course. So you guys probably, if you drive that road, you see their work going on. They've been really busy here, laying pipes and gate valves and hydrants here. So they do have a payout for $713,992.34.
Okay, any questions or comments? Okay, hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve pay request number 4 to Crow River for $713,992.34.
I'll move. Second.
Call the roll, please.
Carlson?
Yes.
Getz? Yes. Cerny?
Yes.
Reichert?
Yes.
Jensen?
Yes.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Next is a change order number 2 for Crow River. It's actually a deductive change order, so you guys are saving money on this project. We removed a 12-inch gate valve that was not necessary for the project and added a 6-inch gate valve where it is necessary based off Public Works suggestion. So it's a deductive change order for $4,650.
Any questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve change order number 2, Crow River in the amount of minus $4,650.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Carlson?
Yes.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Jensen?
Yes.
Reichert?
Yes.
Cerny?
Yes.
Getz?
Yes.
2 more pay requests. These are for the water treatment plant rehab project. One is for Century. This is for their equipment ordering of the clarifiers and troughs. Those have been shown on site the last couple weeks here, and so they're looking to get paid for that ordering of that equipment. So that is pay request number 5 for $205,626.33.
Any questions or comments? Okay, hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve pay request number 5 to Century for $205,626.33.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Jensen?
Yes.
Reichert?
Yes.
Cerny?
Yes.
Getz? Yes. Carlson?
Yes.
Okay, last but not least, Muth Electric, they're the electrical contractor on that water treatment plant rehab project. They've been on site a good amount the last couple weeks here, last month. They have been doing electrical inside and outside the plant, and they're looking to get paid for that work for $22,797.
Okay, any questions or comments from the council? Okay, hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve pay request number 4 to Muth Electric for $22,797.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Jensen?
Yes.
Reichert?
Yes.
Cerny?
Yes.
Getz? Yes. Carlson?
Yes.
Chemnitz?
All I had, thank you guys.
Okay, thank you. Okay, up next, Police Department. Come on up, Chief.
I just got one thing on tonight's agenda, and that is to ask the council to approve a step increase for Amanda Perez, increasing her hourly wage from $21.18 to $22.98 effective June 16th of 2020.
Okay, any questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second. Call the roll, please.
Reichert?
Yes.
Cerny?
Yes.
Getz?
Yes.
Carlson?
Yes.
Chemnitz?
Yes.
Jensen?
Yes. All right, thanks, Chief. Finance Department, public hearing and approval of a special event permit. I would ask the council to defer action on that until the August meeting.
We have to re-advertise because the applicant put the wrong date on his application, so I need to re-advertise, and so we'll hear it at the August meeting. Is the reason for the deferral.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, if not, I'll look for a motion to defer that to next August, to August regular meeting.
So moved. Second.
Call the roll, please.
Cerny,
Yes.
Getz,
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
Chemnitz.
Yes.
Jensen,
Yes.
Reichert.
Yes.
Okay, up next, approve cemetery deeds. There's a couple of them in your packet. I would look for a motion to approve the transfer of those cemetery deeds.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Getz,
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
Chemnitz.
Yes.
Jensen.
Yes.
Reichert.
Yes.
Cerny.
Yes.
Okay, up next, we have approved NECOG agreement. That's in your packet. And Heather, you wanna hit the high points on that one?
So this is for we'll be digging into the CDBG that we were awarded for the wastewater treatment plant project, once construction starts on that. And in order to do all the paperwork for that CDBG, we do a contract with NECOG and they take care of all the administrative paperwork. And the cost to the city is $20,000, which is wrapped up into the CDBG funding.
Any questions or comments? Okay, hearing none, I will look for a motion to approve the NECOG agreement.
So moved. Second.
Call the roll, please.
Getz,
Yes.
Cerny,
Yes.
Reichert,
Yes.
Jensen.
Yes.
Chemnitz.
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
Okay, up next, we have approved bid for the trail project, in your packet. It looks like the bidder, Jensen Rock and Sand, for the grand total, $190,323.20.
Yeah, one bid was received. We took out the mastic part of the project because staff did that in-house. So this comes in under our estimate. And this is the project, if you remember, we got grant funding for through the Trails program. And we pay 30%, they pay 70%. The mastic repair came to only like 18,000 and it was originally estimated at 42. So we had quite a bit of savings from street crew doing it.
Just out of curiosity, will this be the whole trail from one end to the other?
It's the 2.1
Okay,
miles,
okay.
whatever it is. It includes straightening out that little concrete junt in it. That was one of the things the state wanted to see,
Okay.
and some patching.
Is there any other questions on the trail bid? Okay, hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve the bid.
I'll move. I'll second.
Call the roll, please.
Cerny,
Yes.
Reichert,
Yes.
Jensen,
Abstain.
Chemnitz.
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
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 Okay, last item, Finance Department. Accept bid for surplus property at 112 9th Street West. It's in your packet. Looks like we received one bid from Milliken Investments for $5,100. So, any questions or comments? If not, I would look for a motion to accept the bid of $5,100 from Milliken Investments.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Reichert,
Yes.
Jensen,
Yes.
Chemnitz.
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Cerny.
Yes.
Okay, discussion information items, financial reports. I believe Heather sent that out.
In your packet.
It's in her packet? Okay, sorry. Not quite used to the electronic stuff. You'll have to bear with me, folks. So if you got any questions on that, let Heather know. Building permits, also in your packet. Looks like I had a total of 11 permits. So if you have any questions on any of that, get a hold of Jackie. I'll get this one ready. Up next, we have review of South Dakota Open Meeting Law brochure per Senate Bill 74. That says I have to read the whole thing. No, I'm just kidding. I was gonna hit a few of them. I'm gonna hit a few of the high points, because I'm kind of a nerd on stuff like this. There's been a lot of stuff on open meetings. I think that'll affect us. One of the questions, about the second question down, talks about who does the open meetings apply to? That's us. Also, any appointed boards, task forces, public bodies created by ordinance or resolution. So some people start noticing minutes and agendas of our library board and housing board stuff, bringing that into compliance with the law. The public comment, you move further down, is a public comment period required at meetings? Yes, and we'll get to that here in a minute. This to me is, I wanna say it, public bodies are required to provide at every official meeting, a period of time on their agenda for public comment. Each public body has the discretion to limit public comment as to the time allowed for each topic commented on, and as to the total time allowed for comment. The public comment period is not required for meetings held solely for the purposes of executive sessions. So everyone has a right to speak at a council meeting, but the council can hold that to 3 minutes, so. And it gets into some executive session stuff. One of the other things we do here, may agenda items be considered, if any, are added less than 24 hours before a meeting? Further down, public bodies are strongly encouraged to provide at least 24 hours notice of all agenda items so as to be fair to public and avoid dispute. What that translates to me, to you guys, is when I call for a motion to adopt the agenda as presented, we're not adding anything, we're not taking anything away, and everything that's on this agenda is posted out front, so that's what we're going to talk about. Other than that, there's a bunch of laws in there, goes into executive session stuff. We don't have a lot of executive sessions, but that's for contract and personnel issues only. I would encourage you guys to all read through that. If you have any questions, ask them, whatever. Jen, you're gonna get a whole lot of that. That's your next thing that you're going to. So anyway, I just wanted to cover that a little bit because those are the parts that interest me. If anyone else has anything, by all means, say so. But if not, I'll take us to code enforcement report. That is also in your packet. Mike has the dates and numbers of grass violations, grass abatements. He also has the dates, time span of the nuisance violations, number of owners that have complied or partially complied, and the number of properties that required abatement. So that's all in your packet. So if you have any other questions on that, get with Heather and talk about code enforcement and public meeting laws. Actually, you can talk to me about public meeting laws. With that, public forum and visitors. Is there anybody here that wishes to address the council on anything not on the agenda? Okay, hearing none. Payment of the bills. Bills are in your packet. If you've all had a chance to review the bills, got questions or comments? If not, I will look for a motion to pay the bills.
So moved.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Jensen,
Yes.
Chemnitz,
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
Yes, Bickert.
Yes. Okay, and if there's no other business before the council this evening, I'd look for a motion to adjourn.
I'll move.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Chemnitz,
Yes.
Carlson.
Yes.
Yes, Surdy,
Yes.
Bickert,
Yes.
Jensen.
Yes.
Okay, meeting is adjourned. Thanks.